got to learn, you know, we've got the fight song down, we've got the alma mater down, but we've got to learn when to say go state at the right time. But I've been instructed, and I've got a group coming into my office next week for a refresher. Any other very relevant questions? A couple of exciting things going on. We're opened the latest engineering building on Centennial Campus. Engineering 3 went into production with students enrolled just this week, and we're about 65% complete of moving engineering to Centennial Campus. I keep telling Charlie Leffler, the Chief Financial Officer of the institution, your job now is to figure out how to move students between Centennial Campus and the main campus, because it's a challenge. And the more students we have over there, the greater challenge it is. But we'll get it resolved. I want a monorail. It's $100 million move.
Give us a quick rundown of NC State's presence out here in the West.
Not as great as I would like, but it's very strong. Obviously very strong in agriculture. If you look at Advantage West and what it's got goals for this part, the economy of Western North Carolina, there are 4 goals, and I hope I get these right. Green energy, entrepreneurship, oh, come on, I'm going to get them. Agriculture and biotechnology and manufacturing. Turns out those kind of align with NC State. Green energy is a big part of our portfolio now. Agriculture, we're the game in town. And entrepreneurship, frankly, is the real strength of NC State. So we feel very aligned with the economic development goals of Western North Carolina. We need to make ourselves as visible and accessible. Our science house, Dan Solomon's here, the Dean of the College of Physical and Mathematical Sciences, that houses Science House, which is an educational program that moves around the state to help teachers introduce more science and math into the curriculum. And Western North Carolina is a big recipient of Science House activities. So climate is, as we start to brand Western North Carolina and Asheville as the climate center, the new Boulder, Colorado of this part of the world, NC State will be a big, big part of that. Have I danced around that? You know, I'm getting good at doing the Chancellor dance. You all met Benny Suggs. We've brought on board an outstanding alumni association director. If you're not members, join. Benny is, I figured if as a 2-star admiral, if he can take all those troops into combat, he can lead our alumni organization. A great alumnus from NC State. We're very proud of all of our military.
Do you have to be an alumnus of NC State to join the Alumni Association?
Apparently not. They let me in.
No.
You do not. And in fact, we have many members that aren't. What you are is a special friend. So no, you do not need to be an alum to be part of the Alumni Association. Yes, sir?
Can you talk about the new library and what you think that'll do for
man.
NC State?
Oh, I love this project. This is, without a doubt, one of the most exciting projects NC State has taken on in 20 years. It will be, so this is the Jim Hunt Library on Centennial Campus, $125 million project. It's state-of-the-art in terms of providing students with access to information, and also a mecca for people to come to learn about science and technology. We think it will be as attractive to people. You know, there are people in Raleigh that have never been on Centennial Campus. That will change with this library because people will be drawn to it. So it's a very exciting project. It's going to be a centerpiece for educating youth about science and technology. And you know, when I was looking at this job back in Indiana, the librarian at Purdue kept talking to me. He didn't know I was looking at this job. Nobody did, which is the reason I looked at it. And he kept telling me about how great NC State's library was, and if I would get off my duff and start working at Purdue, we could build a library system as good as NC State. So I just decided to jump ship. seriously, we have one of the strongest research libraries in the country, and the Jim Hunt Library will just elevate our reputation and our stature. So come and visit. It's opening in 2012. What else?
Dr. Woodson,
Yes, sir.
a
Emery.
little bit about the development of education campus in the future.
Yeah. Well, what I like to say about Centennial Campus is it's very, very unique among universities to have a campus that in the same building houses a company, a not-for-profit research organization, and an academic research group. That's very unusual. Many campuses have research facilities for incubators, for new companies, a place where corporate partners come, but they don't intermingle it with the academic sector. So I don't see a change in the vision. What I see is an elevation of the academic part. As we complete the move of engineering there, we're launching a residential sector in Centennial Campus that will. So increasingly, we're moving students to live together that have common interests, common academic interests. It's called living and learning communities. And the one that we're going to launch in Centennial Campus is entrepreneurship. So we're building residence communities for students that are interested in being entrepreneurs. And that's a big part of our vision. Of course, the Chancellor's residence is being built on Centennial Campus. It's under construction now. We've got a world-class golf course. We're building a conference center. So what I see in the future for Centennial Campus is all of the amenities that those companies and those students want to be part of a vibrant urban campus. And that's happening. So we're building a residential area for students, residential areas for employees on the campus. We've just completed a new science building that it opened a month ago. It's fully occupied. We're 94% leased in Centennial Campus. 94% of our space is leased. It's very, very attractive to small startup companies, to emerging companies, and it's a great vision. So I don't take any credit for it because Jim Hunt and others years ago saw the rationale, but we'll see it come to life in an increasingly important way over the next 10 years. Plus, I get to live there, which is awesome. But it's public housing, wherever they want me.
What are the plans for the buildings that are being vacated to move the engineering to Centennial?
Yeah, boy, I'm going to mess up on this one. We've got big plans. All right, so one of our big challenges is, I think some of it's Pam's, and we've got space challenges all across campus. And I'm not going to sit here, but we're not going to leave them vacant. But one of the challenges for us is that we've got to put some money in them to renovate them. And right now, money's a little tight. So we're hoping that we can keep the planning for renovation moving forward. Pam's is real tight. Every college is very tight. If Johnny Wynn, I spent the morning with him, and of course, every dean that gets the Chancellor corner, it's his fair game. And Cal's has some space challenges too. So there's no plan to tear any of those buildings down. Broughton, what are they all?
Riddick has already been, for those of you from engineering who have experience in Riddick Hall, they did a fabulous job when those folks moved out in rebuilding that. That's now the home of the physics department and some of the animal science labs. They did a wonderful job. The next one I think the Chancellor's alluding to is Broughton Hall vacated this summer as
Right.
the mechanical and aerospace engineering factory moved out to the new engineering building 3. The plan for that building is to build a modern chemical sciences research facility in that location. So all it takes is money.
Anything else? Well, thank you for being here this evening. We're really pleased to be in Asheville, and I hope if you have any more questions, you'll come and corner. Thank you.